Hey there, my name is Marion Haftel and I live in Northeast Florida, and I am so happy to be here to talk to you about ELA. So the problem that I had before I came to ELA actually goes back to season 7 of LMA, which I joined LMA as a result of a lot of my life seemed like it was going really, really well. And yet I definitely had a string of not too great relationships. I knew that I was the common denominator of those relationships, and try as I might, and believe me, I was working on it, I couldn't seem to break through there. So I saw Tim on an ad and I joined LMA and did season 7, which was a marvelous, marvelous thing. And there were breakthroughs in there. In my message to a baby, I'm still proud of that. I still go back and look at that every so often. So anyway, there became the opportunity to go to WCA, and I jumped on it. It's like, yes, I want more of this. And then COVID happened, and it got delayed and delayed and delayed and delayed. So meanwhile, I'm still working on my growth, did more seasons of LMA, did some other personal growth stuff, and I'm peeling layers of the onion. And the relationship stuff got better. I am now engaged, and I'm really, really happy about that, to the guy that I thought it was over with when I began LMA. And so that's really cool. So now that I broke through that, and I finally this year broke through, that really, really got into the solid core of my own being, excuse me, I am ready to do more in the larger world, where at the time I was like, I just want to break this pattern in my family and have some personal happiness. I don't want to like change the world like what some people were wanting to do. But now I do feel like I have something to give to the larger world more than I did. And I have been struggling with the usual survival brain doesn't want you to change and this and that and that. So ELA was perfect timing. And when Alice got in touch and said, do you want to do ELA maybe rather instead of WCA? I said yes. And part of me didn't really understand it. I looked forward to that trip for so long, but it felt right. And so I did it, and now I'm really glad. Because it was perfect timing, and I am inspired to, yes, climb higher with what I achieve in the world. And so how it's helped, there's so many points. The incline-decline model and how you should surf those waves, to identify with the core of your being, and the shell is your vehicle. The idea that we are actually Superman and we've got the Clark Kent spacesuit, right? Earth suit, I mean. So the biggest benefit is that knowledge is potential power, and if you use this, it will propel you forward. I know it's going to propel me forward. I'm certain of it. So, and it let me know what I was already doing right, and it also is teaching me to embrace the lag, to fall in love with the process more. The idea of essentialism and that perfectionism is the death of creativity, because boy, I definitely struggle with that one. And I love, love, love the idea of my own unified field. Whew. So, and I'm most happy with the depth of information. And I could come up with 30 more things I want to do in the world, because I was like, I'm in the last quarter of my life here, and I was just like, nah, you know what, I don't really have 30 more things, but you know what, I came up with 30 more things. So, and then really, really big was the inspiration to quit hiding, because the fact of the matter is, I can be vulnerable to an extent, but to really dig down there and be fully vulnerable is something that I've struggled with. And when I watch Tim do that, that's so inspirational. And thank you very much, Tim, for doing that for us. And this group has content, it has immersion, it has a group, and I would recommend, because it will send you on your way to expressing who you really are and making a larger contribution to the world. Thank you so very much, Tim, Alice, Toma, everybody, and last and not least, the group. Take care. Y'all have a good one.